welcome back to my YouTube channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my channel where I tell you stories, answering questions pertaining to life. I do this every Friday and Saturday. And this weekend I'm answering a question, which is, what does the devil truly want from me? And how to take back what the devil took from you. The truth is, restoration is very possible. When you follow the 3 steps, this story will be revealing. You are definitely going to take back whatsoever the devil has taken from you. So stay tuned and let's get the story started. But please, if you not subscribe to this channel, it's a good time to hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, so each time I post a new video, you'll be the first to know about it. Okay, so let's get the story started. I'll do a quick recap of the story I started off yesterday. So remember, Obinna had lost his role. I was very depressed about it. And one day when he was sitting in his shop, which was almost empty, no customer was entering, he felt more depressed and started crying. He called his friend and told his friend about all he had been going through. And his friend said to him, the devil has done this. Obinna thought it was the devil had wrong. But his friend said something else that made Obinna's ear twitch, which was that the devil is not really after your word, but something else entirely. At this point, Obinna did not believe it. All Obinna said was that the devil took my money. That is all he has taken from me. But his friend said, no, the devil is after something else. I will explain to you when I come to see you. So Obinna was expecting his friend visit. But for months, his friend did not come. His friend was always busy. His friend was not to be in town at that moment. So he did not come to see Obinna. Obinna kept living in his spring. After some months, a plague hit the nation and everyone was asked to stay indoors. So Obinna's depression heightened. Imagine Obinna at that point. So he stayed at home crying all day. And sometimes he goes on social media, scrolling through social media to just get his mind off what he's thinking of. And one day when he was on social media, he came across a picture that made his heart almost wanted to jump out from his body. He saw his younger brother Emeka with some other guys spraying money on ladies with so many cars parked at the background. When he saw that picture, all he shouted was, Emeka, Yauni, proud, why? He then picked up his phone and, of course, his phone was missing already. He died his younger brother's number. His younger brother did not pick. He kept on calling him. Emeka did not. He texted him, no response. At that point, Obinna was left with nothing but self-guilt. He felt afraid. He felt that he felt that is why his brother left. For days, Obinna did not eat anything after seeing that picture. He kept on feeling guilty. One day while he was sitting in his room, just thinking, examining himself, how his problem started, he remembered the day the man who came with the business proposal that Drifting came to him. He felt reluctant, he felt slow to act, but then the business proposal was looking so enticing and he gave majority of his money out for that business. And finally, it failed. When he was thinking about all those things, his favorite character in the Bible came to his mind. And he stood up from his bed and started walking around his room. And he said to himself, it's my fault. King David always inquires from the Lord before he goes for a battle. Why did I not inquire from the Lord before I put my money into that business? While he was saying this to himself, walking through and through his room, his phone started ringing. He looked at the phone to see who was calling and he realized it was his friend. So he picked up the call. And just few seconds after answering that call, he went out to the door of his house and opened it for his friend. His friend finally came to visit. They hugged each other, they exchanged pleasantries and they started talking. And of course, the discussion was about Obinna's predicament. And while Obinna said everything he was saying, his friend looked at him and said, Obinna, you missed it. How would you put majority of your money to a business? You didn't bother inquiring from the Lord. You didn't make good research about it. That was your fault. And was carelessness. But then, the devil also had a big hand in this thing. And like I said to you about the phone, it's not really after your money. It was something bigger than that from you. Obinna kept looking at him because he didn't really understand what his friend was saying, where his friend was coming from when he said the devil is not after his money. Because to Obinna, all the devil has taken from him was his money. But his friend continued talking. The devil is after your joy and your time. Because without joy, you can't take the good things that God has for you and has for you. And you keep wasting your time because you would dwell in self-pain, self-guilt, depression, which will just make you waste your time and energy. The devil is after your divinity, which is joy and time sensitive. It's after your destiny, which is time sensitive. So you see, the main thing the devil wants from you is not even the money, but your joy and your time. And that is why you lost your brother to the world, because it's your destiny to save your brother through your wealth. So he took it away, so he can stop people from fulfilling destiny. At this point, Obinna understood what his friend was saying, because indeed, since when his problem started, he had no joy. But joy has totally ran away from him. He kept on wasting his time. He hardly was to go to fellowship any longer. So Obinna could relate with it. Obinna was feeling motivated when his friend spoke to him. But all of a sudden, his friend smiled and said, "There's a group for restoration." Obinna was half when he heard this, so he asked, "How can I be restored?" His friend said to him, "It's taking the first step to your restoration, which is self-examination, knowing where you missed it. And this will need you to go to God with a broken and contrite heart, and you're going to do so. The second thing you should do is to go for good knowledge. How will a businessman like you not have savings? It's very wrong. You're investing your money, you should have savings, and you don't. And that's because you don't have knowledge and you have good knowledge. So the second step to take to your restoration is going for good knowledge. And I brought a book for you. The Billionaire's Mindset. You will read those books and buy other good books to read. Always go for knowledge. Okay? So this is what we're going to start doing. Understanding goals, and I believe we're looking for the next step to take. They both were happy and talked about so many other things. That night, his friend decided to stay back with Obinna so they could pray together. So that night, they prayed together. After the prayer, they had this community to go see their man of God. And the next day, they went to see their man of God. The man of God prayed for Obinna and prophesied into his life. It wasn't too long from then. Obinna was fully restored. He got his wealth back. He had joy. Indeed, these years that the countless have eaten was restored. Obinna was really happy about it. And one day when he was sitting in his shop that was now filled with lots of goods, he was happy. A business colleague of his entered the shop with a moody face. And Obinna asked, "What's the problem?" The business colleague responded, "I've lost my zeal for God. I've lost my spiritual fire." Obinna smiled and said to him, "Restoration is possible. Just follow these 3 steps after him. Number 1, I want you to examine yourself. Think about where you missed it and go to God with a broken and contrite heart. Number 2, I want you to go for good knowledge, study the word, listen to good messages, read good spiritual books. Number 3, I want you to sit down under your man of God. You might go and meet him personally, you might be in the congregation, but by all means, let it prophesy into your life, because the prophetic plays a crucial role when it comes to restoration. And I'm sure when you do these 3 things, you will be restored. Your spiritual fire will be restored." The business colleague smiled and responded, "Thank you so much. I will not fail to do this, please." So he left the shop. When he left, Obinna remembered his younger brother Emeka, who he had lost to the world, to the Yahoo guys, making money the wrong way. And he was thinking, how am I going to bring my brother back to the faith? While he was thinking about this thing, customers kept clicking in and out, but his life could not leave it. So at this point, I would want your suggestion for Obinna. How can he bring his brother back in? How can he bring his brother who has joined the Diamond Boys to make money? So he has touched big money. How can he bring him back to the faith? Please throw in your comments in the comment section, is this bill great help to somebody? So that's the end of my story. At this point, I'm sure you know the steps to your restoration, and I'm sure you know what the devil truly wants from you. So when it's coming after your jewelry, your money, your valuables, be sure that it was something bigger than that. It was something very much important than those things you think is taken away from you. Okay, so please, it's a good time to subscribe to this channel if you are yet to. Give this video a thumbs up, share to your loved ones, reveal it all to somebody out there. I'll see you next week for another amazing and interesting story. Bye.